the quiet plains and valleys of southern Yobe, a people live whose voices carry the echoes of empires, resistance, and heritage. The Kare-Kare are more than just an ethnic group. They are a symbol of survival amidst changing tides from Kanem-Bornu's glory to British subjugation and modern marginalization. The Kare-Kare are a Chadic people, related to other ethnic groups such as the Ngizim, Badi, Bolewa, and Kanuri. Their origin traces back to the Kanem Empire, from which they gradually migrated and settled in present-day Yobe, developing a distinct ethnic identity. Some theories link them to the Tebu-speaking people of Chad and northern Cameroon. Others claim they were part of the early settlers of Bornu, later splitting off due to political or environmental shifts. The Kare-Kare homeland stretches across the fertile plains and low hills of southern Yobe, particularly around Fika, Potiskum, Nangere, and Gadaka. This terrain shaped not only their economy, but also their cultural identity, rooted in farming, trade, and kinship. Though part of the Kanem-Bornu sphere, the Kare-Kare were often subordinate to the Fika Emirate, established as a Kanuri-dominated political structure. This created a long-standing tension between autonomy and external rule. Bornu influence brought Islam, but also centralized authority. Kare-Kare chieftains were often bypassed or reduced in power under Bornu's elite. The Fika Emirate, formed in 1805, was later used by the British as an indirect rule structure, further entrenching Kanuri dominance. Under British rule, the Kare-Kare's fate worsened. They were ruled indirectly through the Fika Emirate, despite their distinct ethnic identity. This led to resentment, petitions, and a quiet rebellion of cultural preservation. British refused to recognize Kare-Kare leadership as independent. Local revolts, protests, and petitions to colonial officers were recorded. Even into post-independence Nigeria, Kare-Kare leaders have sought traditional autonomy and equal recognition. Today, most Kare-Kare are Muslims, but beneath the veil of Islam lies a rich layer of pre-Islamic belief systems, which still influence festivals, rites of passage, and taboos. Traditional beliefs centered on spirit worship, nature deities, and ancestral veneration. Islamic practices are syncretic, blending Quranic values with Kare-Kare customs. The Kare-Kare language, though endangered, survives as a medium of folklore, prayer, and history. Its preservation is a cultural battleground against the dominance of Hausa and English. Proverbs, songs, and clan histories are orally passed down. Efforts are underway to create Kare-Kare primers and radio programming. Despite their numbers, the Kare-Kare have often been politically marginalized within Yobe. They continue to push for recognition of traditional leadership, fair representation, and equitable development. Emirate boundaries and political appointments have often excluded Kare-Kare voices. Many feel reduced to minority status in their own lands. In today's Nigeria, Kare-Kare men and women contribute to all sectors: education, agriculture, politics. But they do so with a deep sense of identity, proud of their heritage. Agriculture is still central. Millet, groundnut, sesame. Marriage traditions, music, and dressing styles are distinct. Youth movements now use social media to preserve culture. The story of the Kare-Kare is not just one of survival, but of silent strength. Their voice may not echo loud across Nigeria, but in the plains of Yobe, their heritage remains unbroken, waiting to be heard.